Hello, this is Scarlet and Rage podcast, and I am Michael. My co host Rage is not with me tonight. Unfortunately, he was not able to make our very first live video. He is feeling a bit under the weather, but I know that he is enjoying this Big Ten championship. So, hopefully some of you guys will begin to hop in. I see a few of you here already. We've never done a live show before, so certainly are navigating our way through it. And I don't think there's anything different about it, but if I look like I don't know what I'm doing, then it's because I probably don't. This is the first time we've done this. But anyhow, let's get right into the game. This is just an immediate quick post-game reaction. Congratulations, Michigan fans. That was a heck of a ball game. It was, you guys did the Big Ten proud. You really did. That's really all you can say. Papa Smurf says it's great to be a Michigan Wolverine. It is tonight. And if I was a Michigan Wolverine fan, it would be fantastic because what I saw was absolutely a dominating performance. So you did absolutely a great job, great game, and you did the Big Ten proud. So I am glad to see the Big Ten close out the college football 4-team playoff with another national champion. That's hats off to Michigan, and I think that's a good thing for the conference. Another thing is Michigan fans, tell me in the chat if any of you guys are watching, or put in the comments, as you see this video after we post it, did Herbstreit and Fowler seem a little bit upset to you, like they weren't happy that Michigan was doing well? I mean, it's like, especially Fowler seemed like he was really depressed. Maybe it was just me, but put in the chat. Tell me if you feel like that you picked up on that as well, or if you think that they were calling the game, like totally, fair and balanced and non-biased. I don't know. But it was good to see ESPN have to cover a game where the SEC wasn't present, because let's face it, that's what the ESPN powers that be want. They want the SEC in the premier matchups. They want the SEC to win those games. They do not want the Big Ten to win those games. And when the Big Ten does, it's a bit like David slaying Goliath. And Michigan, you actually slayed Goliath last week. You won the national championship last week. We all knew it. Just nobody wants to say it because you don't want to, jinx yourself. And I didn't want to, but I picked you to win. I picked you to win 27. If you go back to the last video, I picked you to win 34-27. Rage picked you to win 34-31. So you surpassed both of our expectations. It was an explosive first half. It looked like you were completely and totally unstoppable. It looked like you were going to run away with the game, and you very well could have. You convert on 4th down there in the first half, and you probably run away with that game, very early. But, they were able to stop you there, and it was a stalemate, back and forth for quite a while. And I was texting people and telling them, hey, I'm just waiting for the dam to break, because that's the way that it's happened all year. Things will get tight. The offense will kind of, stagnate, but you keep pounding those body blows, and eventually the dam breaks. And that's what happened. It happened again, and you guys did it 15 times. You didn't change the formula. You're very creative at times on play calling and some good timely play calling, and defense is fantastic. Defense is, you guys have the best defense in the country. And I don't think that that's even very hard to see right now. I think if you just open your eyes and you watch all the teams out there, you guys have the best defense in the country. And you proved it. You beat Alabama last week. And who has ever beat Alabama and not won the national championship? Nobody. It hasn't happened. And so when you took down the King last week, this was all but settled, as long as like you didn't go out and have like a horrendously turnover filled game. Like you were going to win this game. Just like in 2014. I agree, Braxton Buxton. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you on that. Go Big Ten. So, yeah, it was a very, very impressive display on defense. Again, you got a lot of pressure. You were right in Penix's face the entire game. He was not comfortable. He was out of rhythm. Herbstreit and Fowler kept saying, oh, he is missing these throws that he has made time and time and time again. Well, yeah, he's missing those throws because he's facing a defense that he hasn't faced before. He's getting pressure at a level that he hadn't gotten it before. And he's also got defensive backs that are covering the way he's never covered before. I thought this was supposed to be like the greatest wide receiving group since like Ohio State 2021. I thought this was supposed to like rival LSU's 2019 receiving core. And maybe it does. I don't know. But I'll tell you this, Michigan's defensive backs are darn good. And the defense as a whole is just it's one of the more impressive things I've seen. It is the level of impressive of a Georgia 2021 defense, but there's a difference between Georgia 2021 and what you guys did this year in 2023. There is a difference. In 2021, Georgia got their brains beat out against Alabama in the SEC championship game. Then Alabama loses one of their star wide receivers. And then in the first quarter of the national championship game, Alabama loses its number 2 receiver. So now for practically the entire national championship game, Georgia's playing Alabama without its top 2 receivers. Nothing like that happened for you guys this year. You guys beat Ohio State at our best. You beat Iowa at their best, whatever that is. You beat Alabama at their best, and you beat Washington at their best, and Alabama beat Georgia. The Georgia fans like to say not at their best, but whatever. That was your shot. You went out and you played Alabama. I watched the game. You were not as physical as Alabama, Georgia. They won the line of scrimmage, and then I have eyes. I watched the Rose Bowl. I saw that Michigan was just a little more physical than Alabama. So put 2 and 2 together, and I don't think that the best team in the country is sitting at home. I think the best team in the country, bar none, flat, period, end of story, just won the national championship. And I'm saying that because that's what my eyes tell me. That's what I just watched. So when I just watched that, why would I try and deny and act like, oh, well, there was another team out there that was better? It's just that the 84 maker Michigan DBs were the MVP in this game. Yeah, they were amazing. I mean, they were absolutely amazing. And but yeah, why would I deny what my eyes just saw? I mean, great team, great defense, and you broke Michael Penix. I mean, you really did. You broke the guy. I tell you what, on that last interception, I liked it because one of your guys, I want to go back and watch it at some point, but one of your guys, there was one of the wide receivers was kind of cutting down the field. He wasn't going to make the tackle. He's a wide receiver. He wasn't even trying to make the tackle. He was just kind of like trying to act like he was, running down the field so that he didn't look like a disgrace, just sitting back, watching the Michigan defender run a touchdown. So he was just kind of jogging. And one of your guys comes up legally, and just destroys him. Now, it was pretty much just out of meanness, but I like it because it's a mean game. And that's how you play it. And oftentimes the meanest, toughest team wins. And, that's what you guys were tonight. Like you were just way meaner and way tougher than that Washington team. And I'm disappointed in Michael Penix Jr. I don't want to be too hard on the guy, but he's not like a kid at this point. Like he's basically a grown man. And he walked off the field with like a towel over his face. And I know it's like this new generation and whatever. I don't know. I mean, you got Caleb Williams painting his fingernails and all this other kind of stuff. I mean, I know things are different now. I get that, but I walk off the field like a man. I mean, don't walk off the field with your towel hanging down, covering your face. Yeah, it sucks. You got your butt beat. But it's not over for you. You're going to go play in the NFL. So walk off the field like a man. That was disappointing to me. Maybe I'm alone in that. Maybe everybody else thought it was fine or didn't think anything of it. But one thing's for sure, you sure got to him. And I mean, by the end of the game, he had nothing, and he did not want anymore. That team was beaten into submission. And it was an impressive sight. I mean, that's, there's nothing else I can say really at this point. I'm going to go back and kind of try to look at some highlights, and hopefully Rage will be feeling better. And we're going to do one final post game where we really kind of, go into a little bit more depth about the game. It'll probably be, 30, 45 minutes long. And, then we'll be moving on to off season stuff. So, but my initial thoughts are just that, I just gave them to you. And it was, I wasn't a believer. I really wasn't. I didn't believe in you because of the last 2 years, because of, 2021 when Georgia, beat you guys very badly, because of 2022 when you blew the game to TCU. Like, even I, a Buckeye fan, would like take up for you guys in that. I was like, they blew the game. Like, they were better than TCU. Come on. Like, that's not even a question, but still ended up with a loss. And I wasn't a believer, but I tell you what, after what I saw against Alabama, that's why I picked you guys to win this one. And, I lost my nerve because I kind of, really thought that you might dominate the game up front, but I lost my nerve and picked you to win by 7. You won by way more than that in dominating fashion. And so hats off to you. Enjoy it. It's starting to be a distant memory from when I've had a feeling like this as a Buckeye fan, but I do kind of still remember it from back in 2014. It's a great thing. You're going to be on cloud 9 tomorrow. And I'm probably in the minority on the Buckeye fans, but I'm happy. I'm happy for the Big Ten. I'm happy, that we started this thing with the Big Ten championship with Ohio State. We ended this 4-team experiment with a Big Ten championship with Michigan. I hope the Buckeyes can become a tougher team again. We'll see. I don't know. I'm not optimistic with Ryan Day. We're just, we're just not that tough right now. And so we got a long way to go. Hopefully things will get better. Hopefully if he's not going to get tough, then he'll get out. But you guys certainly were tough enough tonight, and hats off to you. Amazing job, amazing season, amazing coaching job, amazing performance. And why has Google messed with my channel again? I guess that's your name. Okay, that's your name. Yeah, go Blue. Yeah, you guys did it. So hats off to you. Appreciate those of you that took the time to do this first little live stream. We'll be doing more live streams, but just wanted to give you an immediate post game reaction and let you know what I thought. And man, was it impressive. And we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna break it down. We'll be back with a little longer episode in the next day or two. So be looking for that. Click that like, click that subscribe, click that bell so that you know when we're releasing stuff. We'll be talking Big Ten content, certainly Ohio State, but even Big Ten content in the off season as the Big Ten transitions to this new look with USC, Washington, UCLA, and Oregon. And so it's going to get very interesting in the Big Ten. We now have 2 programs that have won national championships in this modern college football era. And I think it's going to continue. I think the Big Ten is going to continue to have programs up there capable of winning. And I think we're going to start seeing more of this. And so this is a start. This is a start. And congratulations. Enjoy it. I wish that I could be like ordering the national championship gear and all that kind of stuff right now. You guys go do that. Go get that national championship gear, get all of it, get the Nike stuff and the champions and all that and enjoy it. Cause it's going to be awesome for the next little bit. And so anyhow, that's all I got to say. Thank you guys for watching it. And we will be back with a full breakdown very soon. All right. Take it easy.